There's nothing worse than starting a new job with new and sometimes confusing acronyms and terminology that has you completely lost. Like any other job, being a guest teacher is full of new things to learn. And if you're someone who values showing up to your new job as prepared as possible, then you'll appreciate this list of education-related jargon. So, grab a pen and paper because you might want to take some notes. Block scheduling. Instead of a traditional 40 to 50-minute period, block scheduling allows for periods of an hour or more so that teachers can accomplish more during the class session. It also allows for teamwork across subject areas in some schools. For example, a math and science teacher may teach a physics lesson that includes both math and physics concepts. Common Core standards. These are educational standards for teaching and testing in the common subjects, defined as English and math for K-12 students. This set of standards outline the knowledge public school students should have in order to pass their current grade and move on to the next grade level. Cooperative Learning. This is a teaching strategy involving small teams of students. These students will all have different levels of abilities and skills, and several learning activities will be used to improve all of their understanding on a particular subject. These learning activities may include discussions, projects, art, reading, and lectures, or countless other methods that work with different ability levels. Co-teaching. Co-teaching is when two teachers work together in the same classroom. These two teachers split and share the duties of teaching, such as planning, organization, delivery of the lesson, and testing or other means of assessment of the lesson. Differentiated instruction. Differentiated instruction is a teaching philosophy that involves providing students with different approaches to learn the same thing in the same classroom. Teachers will often develop materials for the classroom that cater to different students' needs and learning styles. It makes it easier for all students regardless of the way they learn. English as a second language, or ESL. An ESL teacher is a teacher, certified and trained in teaching those who speak a different language other than English and need to learn English due to living in and going to school in the US. Individualized Educational Plan, or IEP. An IEP is a written plan created for a student with learning disabilities by the student's teachers, parents or guardians, the school administrator, and other interested parties. The plan is tailored to the student's specific needs and abilities and outlines goals for the student to reach. Instructional scaffolding. Instructional scaffolding is a learning process made to broaden learning. Scaffolding means the teacher provides support during the learning process. This support is tailored to the needs of the student with the intention of helping the students achieve their learning goals. Project-Based Learning, or PBL. Project-based learning is a teaching method where students actively acquire knowledge and skills while working to research and respond to real-life problems or challenges. Project-based learning experiences are designed to address real-world problems and issues, which encourages students to investigate and analyze the problem and issue. In other words, there may be no right or wrong answers in project-based learning. Rubric. A rubric is a tool for teachers that simplifies the way grading criteria is set up for assignments and projects. Rubrics define what is expected of the students to achieve a certain grade on the assignment. While all these terms might take some time to learn, they'll help you navigate your job as a guest teacher. Remember, together, we can make the biggest difference.